happy Saturday. My name is Mia. I'm a 21-year-old nursing student documenting my personal and financial journey here on YouTube. And today is Saturday, March 8th, and I just got done with the shortest leg workout I have ever done, ever. It was 40 minutes, and I completed everything that I wanted to do in record speed. I think the stars aligned and all of the machines that I used were open and ready when I wanted to do them. The benches were open, and I was surprised because it is especially busy at the gym on weekends, but things fell into my favor. I got a lot of stuff done already today. I woke up at 11:30, and I ate breakfast, I filmed my monthly reset, and got my butt to the gym. But the main thing that I want to do when I get home is to finish my assigned reading for literature. For those of you that have been following the past few vlogs, we finished reading City of Thieves, which I highly recommend if you're into historical fiction and coming of age stories. But we're now reading Dictionary of the Khazars, I believe it's said. But it's a lexicon novel, so it's a bunch of short stories in an encyclopedia form, which I cannot get into right now, but I will try my best. I'm over halfway done with what I'm supposed to read, but it's just a tough read, and I'm not particularly enjoying it, which makes it even harder to get through, but I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can. The other thing that I want to do today is get started on my clinical reflection journal. I have my last 3 preceptorship shifts next week, 3 in a row, and I want to get all of those done as soon as I can because everything that's really big for the end of nursing school is happening in a couple of weeks. And once I'm done with my preceptorship, I would like to get a head start on studying for my big farm exam and the comprehensive predictor exam that predicts how well I'm going to do on my NCLEX. So I would like to be as prepared as possible for that. And I think juggling finishing up all of my preceptorship stuff, reading for my literature class, and getting things done for my final paper would just be too much. So the faster I can get my preceptorship stuff done, the better. But I have to start heading home now, so I will chat with you guys in a bit. Sunday. It is 1 p.m. and it's been so long since I chatted with you guys, mainly because I lost my microphone all night, but it was a long night because Nick and I were supposed to go on a date. His flights got delayed, and then he lost his wallet, and he was searching all over the airport for it. Come to find out, he has an AirTag in it, and it didn't update for a while, and someone stole it, so we were dealing with that all night, but I finally fell asleep around 3 o'clock and woke up, did my morning things, got what I want to do for the week prepared, and now we are going to meet Nick at his house, and we are going to the gym before we head to church. Already 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how that happened. I think it's in part because I haven't been in a private space all day today, and I'm still trying to get back into picking up the camera whenever I'm doing something. But honestly, in regard to like locations today, I haven't really moved around much. I did get my clinical reflection journal to about 98% done today, which I'm super happy about. I just need to write a couple of things after my shifts, and then I should be good to turn it in. And I finished my final clinical evaluation, and I have to print something for my preceptors to sign. And once my 3 shifts this week are done, I should be finished with all of my clinical assignments, which will be such a weight off of my shoulders. I have my first of 312s tomorrow. I feel like I need to talk more about my feelings on camera because I watch a lot of blog and lifestyle content myself. And the most interesting part of these videos, obviously, I'm nosy and I enjoy knowing what people do in their weeks, but the most interesting part is knowing people's thoughts and feelings about how their week is going. So I start the first of my 312s in a row tomorrow, and I'm not nervous for the shifts themselves. It's just about how I'm going to feel after. All of my food is ready to go. All of my uniforms are ready to go. The weather's supposed to be nice all week, so I don't have to worry about driving conditions. I'm just worried about how tired I'm going to be after each shift and how it's going to affect my recovery after. But this is something that I'm going to have to live with once I'm off orientation in about 4 months or so. So I'm dreading having my last shifts be 3 in a row, but I think it'll give me an idea about how I'm going to feel each week after I do 3 in a row, because I would like to schedule myself in this way once I'm working full time, so then I can have 4 straight days off. I feel like when I have a day in between a shift, I felt like I couldn't even do anything because I just wanted to rest. So hopefully this goes well. I think even though I am worried about how these shifts will go, I just need to remind myself to eat, go to the bathroom, make sure I get ample rest between shifts, and drink my caffeine when I'm able to. What I've gotten into is drinking my normal cup of coffee before I go in, and then I pack an extra iced coffee with me. It is normally only about 6 ounces, so it's not even a full cup. It's about a half a cup of what I normally drink, and I've been told not to drink caffeine after midnight because it'll make it difficult for you to go to bed after the shift. So if I get to drinking it before midnight, great. If not, don't drink it. And that seems to be working well. And the main thing that I need to do, that I always forget to do, I'm pretty good at the other things, is drinking water. What I have recently learned about myself is that if I don't see drinkable water in front of me, I am simply not going to drink water. I don't really get thirsty, which is part of the problem. I started tracking a few days ago, and I swear I probably normally drink about 3 to 4 glasses of water per day when I am supposed to be getting about 8 to 9. So I got the habit tracker app, like the most basic one you can find, and I have been tracking how many ounces I've been drinking, and we are now up to drinking 7 to 8 glasses of water, and I'm hoping to get to 9 glasses of water per day, or about 72 ounces of water every day. It's interesting because on the days where I'm awake from 11:30 to 3, only 12 and a half hours count for a calendar day. And then something funny is that I don't really like to drink water when I'm staying awake at night. Like, I get 1 glass of water before I go upstairs, and I try not to go downstairs because I don't want to wake my parents up, so I'll just drink only 1 glass of water past midnight or so. So I need to get better at that because my hydration is important and I don't enjoy being inconsiderate, but if it's important for my body, then I should also be taking care of it. And then one last thing before I go to bed and forget, I'm probably not going to be vlogging much for the next 3 days. I know I said that I'm having trouble getting back into it, but I feel like I may end up getting too tired to vlog after my shifts, but I will try my darndest. I wish, well, maybe I don't wish this, but it would be way easier to get clips of me talking if I was comfortable filming myself while I'm driving, but I feel like that's a little bit unsafe if I'm already super tired anyway. But I truly hope that I can spare you guys enough energy to talk about how each day went, even if it's just today was a good day, which I hope that is how every day goes, but we will see. Hello and happy Monday. It is 6 o'clock in the afternoon and my day is getting started, but I got up around 11 o'clock today until I took my afternoon nap. I was editing this video while I was awake and I realized that I accidentally deleted all of my footage from yesterday, so I'm sorry about that. It wasn't that interesting in the first place, to be honest, because we just went to church and watched the rest of this season 8 of Love is Blind. We had like 3 episodes to go. Did I skip through most of it? Yeah, I did. I just wanted to watch the juicy parts because this season has been a little dry in regards to the drama, which is okay, but I didn't want to sit for like 10 minutes watching these people get ready for their wedding and talk about things that they have already talked about before. But after I was done editing and reading some of my book, I got a sweet 3-hour power nap in, and like I said before, I'm about to head out. I don't think I'm going to film once I get to the hospital, but I wanted to share that one thing that I do to help with pre-shift anxiety is to do a 5-minute meditation in my car and pray because I just get so nervous, and the meditation really like helps ground me, and sometimes you need to ask God for a little bit of help and strength when you don't feel like you have any. So I should head out now. I have no idea what the traffic's like, so hopefully it's not too bad, but even if it is bad, I tend to just jam out to Chapel Roan anyway, so let's head on over to my first shift. Happy Friday. I have not talked to you guys in so long because I chose peace for the past few days. So I had my 3 nights in a row and my last day was on Wednesday. A quick retrospective on how those shifts went. Monday was really, really good. I finally started to feel comfortable with passing meds and making decisions for my patients, which was very nice to feel that way. Tuesday we got pulled to a different unit and that was interesting. The first part of the shift was really bad because we had to call our RT for a patient at 8 o'clock, which is basically when we start doing everything, and we had a new patient admission and we didn't get to see until 9:30 because we had to do the RRT, which is not ideal, but we got some help from one of the resource nurses to help take care of our other patients, and it calmed down for the rest of the night. And then Wednesday, it was so weird because I drove home, ate breakfast for dinner, went to bed, and I woke up and I drove and I got ready like normal. But once I got to the hospital, it felt like I was just there. Like it felt like I didn't leave at all, which is kind of true. Wednesday, my last day, went so smoothly. Oh my goodness, it was a beautiful night. We had our patients from Monday and we got one new patient and it was just a lovely night. I felt like I could do everything on my own, which is hopefully the point that everyone gets to by the end of their preceptorship. Lauren and I exchanged gifts and we took our last photos and I gave report and we stayed a little late, but that's okay. And literally I can't badge out from the unit because I don't have a badge, I just have my school badge. So I asked the clinical assistant to open the doors for me, and honestly, you guys, it felt like such a movie moment. I had to back out because, the doors would have opened in my face, but once I walked out of the unit, I started sobbing, because I felt such a relief that I will never have clinical anymore. I walked downstairs and it's funny because I had my first hospital clinical at the same hospital and I took a photo on my first day there of me smiling and it's like, oh, first day. And I sat in the same seat in like a little lobby area and I took a photo and I was sobbing and I just sat and enjoyed. I'm about to cry. I just sat and enjoyed the moment because it felt like so freeing. And I've been working so hard and I'm finally seeing the rewards of my work. Obviously there's so much to go and it's just the beginning of my nursing career, but I really wanted to appreciate how much I've learned, how much I've worked, the sacrifice I put in to have this career. And I was sitting there and I was crying and people were looking at me and it was like the start of their day but the end of mine. It was just silly. So I walked out, I sat in my car and I was considering filming, but my face was so swollen that I didn't feel comfortable. But I called Nick and I had a much more emotional response in the car and I went home, got some rest, slept in way more than I was expecting to, but my body definitely needed it. As for the physiological side of doing 312s, I felt completely fine, to be honest. My knees hurt when I woke up, but my knees always hurt. I have little old grandma knees, and I'm suspecting that I'll have osteoarthritis when I'm older, but that's besides the point. So I was gonna film, go to the gym, be all productive yesterday. That did not happen. And I'm okay with that because I got 8 hours of sleep last night. I got to do my little at-home workout, eat breakfast, take my time. It is Lent for those of you who aren't Christian, so I can't eat meat today. So I am gonna have to go out to eat after I work. And luckily I have some Starbucks gift cards, so I'm probably just going to get some food and a second coffee there, but I really gotta go, so I will see you guys in a bit.